Hey everyone, it's Michelle from the Vegan Hippie, and today I'm making for you a pumpkin unroll cake. I'm calling it an unroll cake because I was going to make a pumpkin roll, and then I thought that might be kind of hard for some people, might be kind of intimidating to make a roll cake. So I thought just put the batter into an 8-inch round pan and bake it, and it's the same recipe. I changed nothing. So, to get started, we need 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Then we need, this is 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Now, when I make anything pumpkin, I really do not like nutmeg in it. Something about nutmeg I'm just not a fan of. So, but if you like nutmeg, by all means, just put a little in there because it is strong. So, anyway, and I know there's some in the pumpkin pie spice, but it's very little, and I have 1/4 teaspoon of it. So, okay, on to the next ingredients. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Now, when you buy baking powder, make sure it is aluminum free. We don't want to eat our aluminum, right? Okay, and then 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda and 1/8 of a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. So just dump that into your flour, and we're going to whisk this together, or you can sift it, whatever you like. Just make sure it's all combined. I always forget this. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I always forget that. I think it's like 170, 175, 180, something like that Celsius. I cannot remember. Okay, just whisk this together. We're going to set this aside. Now, excuse me, in a large bowl, we need, this is 3/4 of a cup of pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling, just plain pumpkin puree. Dump that into your bowl. And this cake is so good, you guys have to try this. Now, I like pumpkin pie, but I love pumpkin cake. Okay, and then we're going to add to this 2/3 cup of sugar. This is a 1/3 cup measure, so do the math. 2 of those. 2 of those. I think instead of oil, I'm using organic unsweetened applesauce. It's in a glass jar. Better for the earth. Okay, I didn't measure anything out because I didn't want to do all these dishes. So 1/4 cup of unsweetened applesauce. And 2 tablespoons of plant milk. Now, since this is a dessert, vanilla flavored or sweetened would be fine, but I'm using plain. 1, 2, made a mess. Okay. Oh, and vanilla. Let's add some vanilla. I'm adding like, let me see, 1/2 of a teaspoon. Just mix this up. Okay. Now we're gradually going to add our flour mix. Just a little at a time, and you don't want to overwork your flour. Okay, Of course, we need to taste it. Make sure it's good. Oh man. So good. I'll be in trouble. Okay. Alright, we're going to set this aside. Now here I have, get this out of the way, an 8-inch round pan. It's a non-stick, but I'm going to add some parchment to it. It's just a parchment piece of paper that I cut out to fit the bottom, and I'm going to oil the sides lightly, very lightly. Any kind of oil you use, just make sure it's either cold pressed or expeller pressed, and it's high heat tolerable. Okay. Don't need a lot. I'm going to take this out, and then I'm going to do this. Just oil the sides very lightly. Just want to make sure. If you don't have parchment, just oil the whole thing. Oil the whole thing because I don't want to waste this. Was not even a teaspoon I used in there. Okay. Alright, put your parchment back in there. Let's add the cake batter. And then just spread this out evenly in the pan. And we're going to bake this for about 25 minutes approximately. You're going to bake it until toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. So this pan takes about 25 minutes. So I will see you back when this is done. Okay everyone, my cake is done baking. It took about 25 minutes for this, for an 8-inch round. It might take a little less or a little more time depending on what size pan you use, but I let it cool for a few minutes, and I'm going to flip it out onto a plate. Hope it works. Perfect. Now the plate good, but let's take the parchment off very carefully. I can't even see it blends in with the cake. There we go. Very slowly. Voila. Okay, now if you want, this is the bottom side. If you want the flat side, you have to flip it twice. Just flip it twice. Hold your cake like this, take your other plate, put it, and make sure it's centered. Okay, and then flip it back. I don't think it's centered. There. Nope, but it's on your cake plate. There. Okay, we're gonna let this finish cooling, and we're gonna make the cream cheese frosting now. Oh, it smells so good, I wish you could smell it. Okay, to this, I'm gonna only make a small batch of this because I don't want a whole lot. So I'm using Kite Hill plain cream cheese, softened, or up to room temperature, or whatever, you can use whatever cream cheese you like. Now I did, for the first time I made this, I did use, I think it was Follow Your Heart, and it It tasted good, but it just did not get thick. It was like runny. Right. Alright, I'm just gonna use half of this. Scoop that out and put it in my bowl. Use about a tablespoon of Earth Balance or your favorite vegan butter. You're also going to need about a cup, 1 cup of or so confectioner sugar, so I'm going to measure this out. I would sift this in there because it tends to be quite lumpy. So we're just going to blend these two together. And we're just going to mix this up. Go slowly at first because you know the powdered sugar will go everywhere. Adding about, I'm going to start with half a cup more of powdered sugar. Mix this up again. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit while my cake continues to cool. Okay everyone, I put my cream cheese frosting in the freezer for like 15 minutes so it could set up more. If you want it thicker, you can add maybe a little coconut oil or a little more vegan butter. But I forgot to put vanilla in it. We need to put some vanilla in it, so I'm just gonna put a cap full of vanilla. Well, just maybe half a cup because I forgot it's only half a batch. Just mix this up. I still see some lumps in there, but that's okay. Give it a taste. Still a little, not thick, but so good. Okay, let's frost this baby. And have a taste. You know, you can also make cupcakes with this, little cupcakes. I like to make mini cupcakes. You can make 2 of these and make a layer cake. Just double everything. Just if you do set your frosting in the fridge, just be very careful when you go to spread everything on so you don't tear your cake up. And you know, this would be perfect for 1 or 2 people. If you don't have a lot of people coming over, or if you have a lot of people that don't like pumpkin, just a few, this is the perfect size for like 1, 2, or maybe 3 people, maybe even 4 if you're generous. All right, let's give this fabulous cake a taste. Oh my god, so exciting. Look in there, you can see how moist it is. You can tell it's moist just by looking at it. Oh, yum. Oh my god, you guys, it's so good. I wish I could give 10 thumbs up. Thumbs up. Ups. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. I would really appreciate it. I'm almost... Last time I checked, I had 901 subscribers. Need 99 more to get to 1,000. It'd be awesome if you would subscribe to my channel. And I opened up the discussion tab on my YouTube page, which I didn't even realize I could do. I did that the other day. So if you ever have any questions about anything, you can ask me there. And thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.